What is going on, everybody? I'm your average gamer, and in this video, of course, another Overwatch 2, but instead of me being an Ashe main, I'm starting to slowly become a Tracer main. Like I've said in every single one of these videos, I love every single hero. Yes, they require like a specific type of skill or way to play the game, but you as a person are able to practice that and become better with each hero that you like. For example, when I started playing the game, I only really played Soldier because I just like that, and plus it's like the Call of Duty character. Me coming from Call of Duty, it just kind of fit. From him to Ashe, falling in love with Ashe and Bob, to now just zipping around the battlefield with Tracer. Immensely fun. If you guys haven't played her, it does require some skill. It's not something where you can just equip and just, shoot everything whatever you want. You have to kind of know what you're doing, and that's coming from me. I don't really know what I'm doing. These are my first couple of games of Tracer, so give me a little bit of a break, but in time I promise you I will learn and figure it out. Right after this short Junker Queen little gameplay, it goes right back to Tracer. But what I'm trying to show you guys is here I am trying to experiment still with all these type of heroes, and not just the damage categories. I'll play any role. But when it comes to ranked, I will only pretty much play the damage characters as of right now. I'm sure all this will change in the future. Especially with how much the tanks absolutely just shit on me throughout the game sometimes. I'm sure I'm going to have to try that out and see how that goes for me in ranked. Usually when I play a tank in pubs, I do very, very, very well, but ranked can be extremely different, so who knows. Now, none of these clips are going to like blow your mind or anything like that, but these are some of the best stuff that I've done while using these newer characters. I'm sure the more I use them, the better I will get. But for right now, this is this is my ceiling as of right now. One thing I'd like to quickly point out is the main reason that I'm using Junker Queen is because her ultimate ability stops heals. Now, I never ever get an Ana, who's the support hero in this game, as a teammate, or I rarely ever get Ana. And Ana has an ability where she throws out like this vial that stops the enemy team from healing. When I saw Junker Queen's ultimate ability to do that, I wanted to try using a tank version of that, because to start a fight that way and stop the heals and be in front of everyone's faces and having your support heal you is amazing. For example, as you can see, this Baptist is doing absolutely everything that he can to keep me alive, throwing the immortality shield, just trying to heal me while he can. And I'm still, again, I'm a newer tank. I know I have a lot to learn and stuff like that, but I am trying my best to, as you can see, stay in front of them or target the squishies so like the diva can't get back into her diva, pretty much. And yeah, so I am trying. Like I said, I understand I still have a bunch to learn and stuff like that. But one thing I like to point out is anytime I have a good teammate, I will let you guys know, because having a good teammate just makes this game so much better, and I notice it. And the most ironic thing about all this is you'll hear me talk about Baptist a lot and how I think he's a really underrated support. I think he's a crazy good support, and you get to kind of see it in action, how he was able to keep me alive pretty much by himself. But back to the Tracer gameplay. Oh man, this is just more for fun. I'm way better as an Ashe character. The reason that I think that is because I can do more damage. I get more limbs. Plus I can get those really nice picks as an Ashe. Because I can like bop a Mercy out of the air or do anything like that. I can't do that with Tracer. For example, if Mercy's flying in the air really high, there's nothing I can do. But what Tracer is able to do, in my opinion, she's one of the most annoying best 1v1ers in the game, because of the ability to go back like the last 5 to 10 seconds and have the health that you were at originally. So what I mean by that is, if you're at full health before you engage in a fight, right, and you get hit a little bit, you use that ability, you go back those last 5-10 seconds, and you're at the full health again. So you basically have to kill me twice. That is insanely crazy. And as much hate as Sombra gets, I understand Sombra can be super annoying, but I think Tracer is even 10 times more annoying, just due to the fact that if you have a good Tracer with good movement and you're able to not get confused where you're teleporting, you can be the most obnoxious character in the game. Like I said in the beginning of the video, though, I do think she requires a little bit more skill in the sense of who you gotta fight, the positioning you're put in, your movement. All this kind of plays a factor. Like you can't just point and click and shoot and stuff like that, which is like my preferred characters pretty much. So for me to step outside my shell a little bit and try something new after, I'm not going to say a short amount of time, because I've been playing this game for like 2 weeks almost every single day. So I think it's about time that I start experimenting with all these new heroes and stuff like that. But I don't know, like to me Tracer is just fun, and isn't that what the whole video game thing is about, is just to have fun? Like I love Ash and I'll continue to play Ash, but as soon as I played Tracer I was like, hey, like I don't even care if I don't do as good because I'm having fun. This is a good time. With all that being said though, if I was doing really, really bad, I would have switched because I don't want... Again, personally, I don't really care for losing, but it's not fair for my team to lose because I'm out here just trying to play a new character when I could do this on my own time. I guess, you know, like this is a team-based game, you should be helping out your team the most that you can. But in my eyes, I thought I was doing as well as I could for playing a Tracer for the first time. I do end up switching to Ashe though because I don't want to lose the game, and again, I feel as if that I am more efficient with Ashe just because I put the time into it. Go back and watch my first Ashe gameplay and you'd be like, yeah, it's trash. And then compared to my more recent one, it's like, okay, you're starting to figure it out. That's just what I do, man. Just like so many of you, you put in the time, you will figure it out. I promise you. But I'm sure in the future, I will end up having a new hero. I said this in the very beginning when I played the game, that this is going to be a very common thing. You know, it's not like any clickbait thing. I do fall in love with these characters, and I have this burst of energy with them for a short period of time until I try somebody new or go back to somebody that I had loved before. But November 9th is pretty much my retirement date for this game for a while because God of War Ragnarok will drop, and man, okay, something I've been waiting for forever, and I cannot wait to play that. If you're really not into single player games, I beg you to at least try God of War. I know you've heard of it over these last couple of years. There's a reason for that. It is an amazing fast-paced action, story-driven, very, very, very good game that had me playing just because of the story, and then I got addicted to the combat. You know, so like there's a lot of good into that game that will give you a lot of time. But I know for a fact that once I end up having my time with that game in the few months that I'm going to be playing it, a few months might sound like a lot for a single player game, but hey man, this is the last game for God of War. A lot of people have like these spectacles of that there's going to be more future games. Not for me, dude. Alright, I've waited 4 years for this game. I'm 25 now. I waited since I was 21 for the second game to be released. Meanwhile, I'm playing the first game throughout those entire 4 years. So it is a pretty big milestone in my life for this game to come out and stuff like that, because, you know, me being 25, I don't think I'll ever be this hyped up for any game ever again. You know, of course I still get excited around video games and stuff like that, but this one right here, God of War Ragnarok, is just, you know, it's my thing. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to some aspect of this, but man, cannot wait. So be sure to stay tuned for that. I love God of War. I'm very, very good at God of War. I know it's a single player game, but I put a lot of time into it, and I tried to make it as entertaining as possible. Plus I tried to give different build ideas and combat ideas for you guys, so again, just stay tuned for that. But back to Overwatch 2, this is literally my very, very first game of the day. It probably doesn't look super challenging. I was getting my ass kicked all day yesterday, so this is probably like the game trying to apologize for that. That's my guess. I'm not sure how really any of this works. You know, I state all the time, you have good games, you have bad games, you have great teammates, and you have really shitty teammates. I wish it was more balanced, but again, like I said in my last video, I gotta give the game its credit because it does give me some really, really, really competitive games with some really good teammates and a really good enemy team. That is exactly why I keep playing this game. Anyway, that will do it for my commentary. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and like and subscribe. Both are free and they help me out a ton. As always, I love you guys, and I hope you guys stay smooth. Peace.